Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Catherine from Dryer Days Art Studio. Thanks for being with me today. I wanted to do an updated video about the tools that I use. I made one when I very first started my channel, and I just wanted to make another one kind of outlining everything that I use, plus some extra stuff that you might want to pick up for your pour paintings. So let's get right into it. First of all, obviously you want paint. I prefer Liquitex Basics paints. You can get these at Michael's, you can get them online. Oh, and also, by the way, everything that I will have shown here, you can get on Amazon, and all of the links to buy these items will be in the description below with links to buy. And I include that, those description links in every video that I do. Oh, if I'm doing a pour painting video, I'll include the list of all the stuff the tools I use for pouring paint and where you can find that stuff to buy. And if I do a mandala video, I include all the stuff I use for drawing and doing my mandalas in that video. So you can find where I buy all my tools, the stuff I use, and you can get them for yourself. I love Amazon, especially if you have Prime. You can get the stuff in a couple days, and really I find the best prices on Prime, honestly. I love Liquitex. I do use a couple other brands, but this is kind of my go-to. These canvases, I've talked about them in another video. I also got these on Amazon, and I believe the company name is Danilou or Danilou. I love these. They're vegan, animal friendly. They're just really nice, lightweight, very nice looking canvas. They look professional. So if you want to make some nice artwork and sell it, this looks really nice. Then I have the rack here. Again, I have this in the product links below. You can find one of these. And the reason you want to use one of these is because, for example, here with this canvas, when I go to lift my paint off and it all goes flowing everywhere, you want your canvas above the table or the surface that you're painting on, because you're going to get all kinds of runoff, and you're going to want to be able to scrape that paint off of your canvas on the sides. And so to have it elevated makes life a whole lot easier. And that way too, your canvas isn't drying and sticking to the surface below on the flat surface. So I definitely recommend the rack here. People ask me about silicone all the time. These are the two that I use. Both of these I have gotten on Amazon. Links in the description. A lot of times with these pour paintings, it's sort of a perfect storm of what you're using as far as your paint, your silicone, the surface, all kinds of things can go into it. But I have found that these give me the best results. When I was first starting out, I didn't really want to splurge and get any silicone, and I couldn't find any where I was. I was watching some videos on YouTube and they said, oh, just go to Walmart and you can get this automotive silicone. And I went to Walmart and I couldn't find it. And so I knew, they said, oh, you know, KY, just get KY that has 100% silicone. I bought that. That didn't work. Then they said, oh, as long as you have hair product that has silicone in it. Well, I'm a semi-retired hairdresser. I have tons of product with silicone in it. Got that out, tried it, didn't work. Then I got these two, work like a charm. A crucial thing that you're gonna need for pouring paint is making your paint fluid to pour, which involves making a pouring medium. Now, Liquitex has a pouring medium. This goes for about $16.99 at Michael's. You can find a variety of prices on Amazon. I do have a link below in the description where you can buy some pouring medium. I encourage you guys to watch some of my pouring challenge videos where I compare Liquitex and other pouring mediums to my own homemade pouring medium. I do have a pouring medium recipe video also, which the link is in the description. Here I will show you the ingredients in my pouring medium. I use Elmer's Glue All. I put Floetrol in. I put a little bit of Liquitex Flow Aid in, and then the rest is water. You can use tap water, spring water. I tend to use spring water just because that's what I buy to drink for myself, but really you can use whatever water you want. I have these condiment bottles here, also links in the description. They are awesome. I can mix everything right in here, and they have the ounce labels and milliliters, so you can measure out as you're making your own pouring medium. Then they're just so nice to have, and I got them in a pack. I believe the link that I'll give you guys is a pack of 7 of them. You can make so multiples of pouring medium at a time. Plus what I did, because I use so much white in my paintings, is I made one just filled with white fluid acrylic. So this is totally just white paint in here for when I want to do my negative space paintings. I've got pre-made white right here. So this is white paint, pouring medium, no silicone, paint, pouring medium, and water in here. Nice fluid acrylic paint ready to go for my paintings. And so that is just so nice. You can pre-make this stuff and it's ready. This little bottle here I just wanted to show too is just another smaller kind of condiment bottle that I got with a tie-dye kit that I bought at Michael's a while back because I was doing some tie-dyeing. And this is where I keep my water. So when I'm mixing up my paints after the pouring medium, if it needs a little water, I have this ready to go right here. You're gonna want a torch. You're gonna need the torch, and then you also have to make sure you buy the butane to go in the torch. I made that mistake. I was so excited my torch came, and then I didn't have any butane. So I have links for both the torch and butane. I really like this torch. It's got, you can adjust the flame on it, and it's just really nice. It's really nice. It looks like I have to add some more butane, actually. You're gonna want these little sticks, stir sticks, for mixing up your paint, obviously. I use these little ones. I have used bigger ones before, big like tongue depressors. Those work too. It just kind of depends on how much paint you're mixing up. And then right here, you want a little container or cup to be mixing your paints up in. I started buying the ones now with lids, and those are the ones in the description below are the ones with the lids, because here, you know, I mix up so much paint sometimes and I have so much left over, and it just makes me sick to throw it out. And now I just put this lid on it and it's good. I can come back a couple weeks later and use this paint, and I don't have to throw it all away. So I love these with the lids. Okay guys, so now just a couple things extra that you might want to consider getting for your art studio. You don't have to, but just kind of stuff that I found is helpful to have around. Gloves. I happen to have these gloves. These are really nice. I think they're latex, yeah, they're latex free and powder free. And again, I used these when I was doing hair, and I really like them because they're so snug. I mean, you can see they're not like those cheap ones, those white ones that you get with the powder, and they're all big and loose. These are hug my hand. I use these when I do resin paintings. I haven't done any resin paintings for you guys yet, but I will. And you definitely want to use gloves when you do resin. Gloves are a good thing to think about. Going along with the butane torch, I also have a heat gun. It's a really nice gun. I actually bought this at first when I was doing some screen printing. I did use it a few times in my pours, and then a viewer had asked a question if I prefer the heat gun to the torch, and so I done an experiment. I have a video on that if you guys want to check it out. Just interesting results with the heat gun compared to the torch. You know, I encourage you, if you have the funds and you have the time, to buy these other tools and experiment and see what works for you. Paper towels always come in super handy in the art studio. Lots of paper towels. Twine, I use these for the dip and drag paintings. Gesso, Liquitex, gesso. I've got a big guy. I've got a 64 fluid ounce, because sometimes those paintings just don't turn out how you'd like them to. You got to start over. Frog tape for the paintings that you do where you want to block off space. This one right here is one that I'm in progress doing, and as you can see, what I did was I taped off the deer head and I poured the paint inside, and then took the tape off. I have tons of videos of these with like little hearts and stuff. You can go check out why I use my frog tape. It does a really nice job keeping that paint out of the areas that I don't want it to go in. And last but not least, some scissors. Scissors kind of with the towels just always come in handy. So these are just some extra things that I recommend that you guys pick up for your art studio. But anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for all the support, and love you guys. And until next time, keep on painting.